friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Did you know you're all my very best friends?
Yep, it's another CMC episode.
No matter what we try, we always end up without our cutie marks. And surprisingly often covered in tree sap.
So they decide to take a break from trying to get themselves killed to go around Ponyville and talk to various ponies about how they got their cutie marks. At which point they literally run into Applejack.
Hey sis, how'd you get your cutie mark?
I never told you that story?
Aw, look at little Big Mac. Little Mac. Whatever. I believe this is our first view of Manhattan. Anyway, Applejack has some family members, Aunt and Uncle Orange, who live in the big city, so Applejack, on a mission of self-discovery, tried to crash with them for a while to see if the lifestyle suited her. Best face award? Seriously, what's up with that expression?
And how are you finding good old Manhattan?
Oh, it's simply divine.
It's crazy how much she sounds like Rarity.
Where I'm from, nights are so quiet, you seldom hear a peep until the roosters wake you.
Cue rich people stereotypes like they literally don't know what a rooster is and they eat tiny portions of food.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
So clearly city life is not for Applejack and she's feeling homesick. Suddenly a rainbow appears, ending at her home. She takes it as a sign and goes back to Sweet Apple Acres.
That's when this here appeared. I've been happily working the farm ever since.
Afterwards, they don't literally run into Fluttershy, but they come damn close. Of course, Rainbow Dash is the one who Scootaloo really wants to hear from, but Fluttershy mentions that she got her cutie mark because of Rainbow Dash, and suddenly Scootaloo is interested.
It all started at summer flight camp.
It turns out that Fluttershy couldn't fly very well when she was a kid. Not that she can fly all that well now. Also, Fluttershy's filly design is interesting. She's kind of long-legged and awkward looking.
Nice going, Cluttershy.
Oh god, these guys again.
Leave her alone!
And Flutterdash was born.
You think you're such a big shot? Why don't you prove it?
What do you have in mind?
So one of the bullies challenges Dash to a race, and I can't help but notice that there are as many earth ponies and unicorns in the clouds as Pegasi. The creators would be a lot more careful about that these days. I love how they go to commercial here like it's a cliffhanger. Gee, I hope Fluttershy doesn't die in the story she's telling us.
Huh?
So Fluttershy is rescued by a cloud of butterflies.
I had never seen such beautiful creatures.
That actually makes sense. She's pretty young and can't fly, so it stands to reason that she hasn't really ventured to the ground. And there's a random little song here about her discovery of animals.
If I knew the ground had so much up its sleeve, I'd have come here sooner and never leave.
It's not epic or anything, but it is really cute. There's a sonic boom that scares all the animals, but Fluttershy helps them not be afraid anymore.
Somehow, I had the ability to communicate with the animals on a different level.
And that's how she got her cutie mark.
Most of the fillies at school already have theirs.
For the longest time, I couldn't figure out why I didn't have mine.
Next up is Rarity. That palette-swapped Pinkie Pie freaks me out. I don't know why. Anyway, these costumes were made by Rarity, but she wasn't happy with them.
Maybe I'm not meant to be a fashionista after all.
Suddenly her horn lit up and led her to a big rock.
A rock? That's my destiny?
But it turned out to be a geode filled with multicolored gems, which she added to the costumes in time for the play that night.
These namby-pamby stories, they're all about finding who you really are and boring stuff like that.
And this is why it takes you 4 seasons to get your damn cutie marks.
We need Rainbow Dash!
And instead they get Twilight Sparkle. Wow, how much older than Twilight are Lyra and Bon Bon if they were already adults when she was just a kid? Anyway, seeing Princess Celestia raise the sun at the Summer Sun celebration inspired Twilight to study magic. Behold Twilight's parents. They show up a few more times but don't get any speaking lines until season 6.
My parents decided to enroll me in Princess Celestia's school for gifted unicorns.
I love that school name. That's gotta be an X-Men reference. However, she has to first pass an entrance exam, which she is naturally nervous about. Other than being a unicorn, that guy on the right kind of looks like a gender-swapped Octavia, down to having a similar cutie mark.
And I was about to blow it.
Anyway, Twilight is nervous, to the point where she can't get her magic to work at all. But there's that sonic boom again, and somehow it jumpstarts her magic. A little too much. Not only does she hatch the dragon egg, but she also levitates the judges, turns her parents into plants, and turns the baby dragon into an adult dragon, and she can't make it stop. Until Celestia helps her. Aw, look at little baby Spike.
You need to learn to tame these abilities through focused study.
And that was when she became Princess Celestia's protege,
Well,
and got her cutie mark.
Yes.
Again, you're supposed to be the sensible one, Twilight.
You're looking for Rainbow Dash?
And suddenly, Pinkie Pie.
I was her. I'd be at Sugar Cube Corner. Come with me and I'll tell you how I got mine. My sisters and I were raised on a rock farm outside of Ponyville.
And here we have the first appearance of straight-haired Pinkie Pie. It says interesting things about her that she was like this during her childhood. That'll make more sense when we get to Party of One. There's that sonic boom and rainbow again.
I never felt joy like that before. It felt so good I just wanted to keep smiling forever.
And you pretty much have. And the next day,
Pinkamena Diane Pie, is that you?
her having that as a full name is hilarious. Though it's lost a lot of the whimsy with how much the fandom has overused it.
Surprise! You like it?
And that's when she threw her first party.
You like it?
And of course got her cutie mark.
And that's how Equestria was named. What, huh? She's just being Pinkie Pie.
Indeed. And as it turns out, everyone is there, including Rainbow Dash.
It all happened during the race at flight camp.
Thank God for those butterflies. I don't think that anyone even noticed that Fluttershy fell. But the race continues, culminating in Dashy pulling off her very first sonic rain boom.
Most people thought that the sonic rain boom was just an old mare's tail.
So yeah, of course the rainbow that they all saw was Rainbow Dash's sonic rain boom, and they're all linked by destiny. Ooh, Best Face Award? I don't know if I can choose between these two hilariously goofy smiles.
I love you guys.
And so ends the Cutie Mark Chronicles. Once again, we're reminded of the importance of cutie marks and sonic rain booms. This is a great episode, and it's always interesting to look back and remember how each member of the main six got her cutie mark. And all of the stories are various levels of heartwarming. It's also kind of foreshadowing an event that happens 4 seasons later. And while this episode doesn't point it out, and technically it's a fan theory, Twilight's cutie mark appears to represent not just her, but her friends as well, signifying that they were all not only destined to be friends, but to be the 6 elements of harmony as well, dating to way back before they ever met each other. Again, technically it's a fan theory, but I can't think of another reason why Twilight's cutie mark would have an odd number of stars surrounding the big one. I can't think of much else to say about this episode. It's fairly self-explanatory. Next up is Owl's Well That Ends Well. See you then.
A break. Come on, Crusaders. Maybe we just need to try zip lining again.